Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So yes, still using the Axon 7. You might not see it on video very often, but I put out a slew of videos on this phone at launch, when it first launched. And this has just got to be one of the sexiest devices alongside next after the Moto Z. That is Moto Z has some of the best hardware ever. But this is definitely killer hardware compared to the OnePlus 3. Because when you flip it over, you got dual speakers right there. But this is the Axon 7's full review. So let me take you through some of the specs real fast. I know I talked a lot about this phone at the beginning of launch, but I kind of gave it a rest and I moved on to some other devices to review. But I still use it daily. So this has a 5.5-inch Quad HD display coming in at 1440 by 2560 for the techies out there. 20 megapixel camera that shoots in 4K and 60 frames per second on 1080p. This is 4 gigs of RAM right here, and the battery is 3250. Those are the official specs. There is a 6 gig version at 128 gigs, but it's not available yet in the US. It's out there, you can buy it. And it has the on-screen buttons that mine has, if you're wondering. But you'll need to, people keep asking me about this model. This model is like an international model, and it has on-screen buttons instead of the capacitive buttons down here at the bottom. So there you go, question answer. I get so many questions on there. How did I put them up there? I didn't put them up there. This is kind of like an international model. So that's answered. So there is a 128 gig version, but you have to import it right now. You can get it on eBay and Amazon. It does exist. Comes in at 7.9 millimeters in thickness, which is super thin. 175 grams, but you know what? You can't tell. ZTE did a fantastic job on this phone, just like they did on the Max Pro. This screen technology on here is one that I love. It has AMOLED display, AMOLED technology. It's not a super AMOLED display, but it is an AMOLED display, and it is gorgeous to say the least. Gorilla Glass 4, and it has a stock experience on here. And it also has their overlay, which is called Me Favor or My Favor, whichever it is. Correct me in the comments on how it's actually pronounced. So, no cases, no tempered glasses. I like to rock this one bare bones because it is so beautiful. Running 6.0.1, Snapdragon 820. This is like the standard right now. Snapdragon 820, Adreno 530. You know the drill. This has 64 gigs built in, and it can take a card up to 256. It does run on all the networks. 20 megapixel camera, like I said before, with that 1.8 aperture. This has an 8 megapixel on the front, and it's really, really good. It's pretty decent. One of the main selling points is the dual front firing speakers, which I love. The DAC on here is actually 32, so when you plug in headphones on this bad boy, you're gonna get some serious sound. USB Type-C in tow with turbocharging, obviously. Dual band Wi-Fi, you know, all the norms. This has a very nice battery in it though, but it's got fast charging, but the battery on here is really, really good. It lasts a long time. So when you first boot here on this beautiful screen, I like ZTE's animation on boot up. It's really, really nice. So let's boot it up. We're done with the techie stuff, and I gotta tell you how I feel about it for real. I love that boot up. Love the boot up. So the Axon 7 was a phone that, now this phone right here, it's unlocked to all GSM carriers, and it is only $399. That is a fantastic price and a fantastic deal. With this phone, you can buy 2 of these opposed to a Samsung Galaxy Note 7 or even a Samsung Galaxy Note 5 or even an iPhone. You can buy 2 of these. You can buy 2 of the OnePlus 3s. It is just really, really good. Let me go ahead and turn on Wi-Fi so I can let all these notifications slam us, and then we can do a sound test. I want to start with the sound test because this is one of the main things about this phone that people are buying it for. The beautiful hardware, the beautiful speakers. It is just really, 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 really good. I think Wi-Fi might have already been on. Okay, let's go. Let's connect to it. I'm a little bit of ways from my router. So the speakers on here, I'm going to start with the speakers here because, oh gosh, they are good. I mean, very good. So I'm going to start there. Because that's one of the main selling points of this phone is the speakers. So all the same notifications will pop up here. There's another video. Let's see here. Let's go in here. Another video video. It's your man Jay Will. So yes, I've been excited about the ZTE Z Max Pro, and now I'm excited about a case. This phone is very popular right now because of the price point and all that it brings to the table, but a lot of people don't have accessories for it. So I'm going to unbox this case and try it on. This case isn't specifically listed for this phone. It's
Let's go forward a little bit.
So I'm going to try it out. Let's do it.
Woo! That stereo sound. Oh. Beautiful. There is nothing like stereo sound. Do you guys hear that? Beautiful. So, taking aside that, let's take a tour around the hardware. So you've got that 8 megapixel front dual firing speakers, volume rocker here, power button here, headphone jack up top, microphone, USB Type-C, microphone, SD card slot and a SIM slot over here, and fingerprint reader and LED flash back there, dual tone with a 20 megapixel camera. Now, the fingerprint reader is fast on here. It is really fast. Not the fastest, but it's fast. The fact that it has a rear mounted fingerprint reader, I really enjoy that. If you never picked up the Axon and you were kind of contemplating it, don't just watch this video. Check out all the videos I have on the Axon 7. Let me clear out some of these notifications because they're just going to annoy me. Sorry, guys. All right, so I got more cases coming in, looks like. Oh, gosh. All right. Sorry. Gosh, finally, okay, clear all those notifications out. Now, let's jump to something that's important about this phone, and it is the screen. The 5.5-inch AMOLED display is beautiful. Yes, I like AMOLED better than LCD. Someone said, well, I'd rather have a higher pixel count in LCD than a lower resolution AMOLED display. Well, it's all about preference. I like AMOLED displays because look at how those colors pop out. Very, 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 very nice. This is a beautiful piece of hardware right here. The screen is just perfect to match. The comfort and feel of this phone in the hand is so soft and curved. It's just beautiful. And the screen for web browsing and just your day-to-day tasks and looking at things, it is gorgeous. Viewing angles are really good with AMOLED displays. I got really big LED lights in here, but viewing angles are beautiful on a phone like this. I want to jump around on this review. Some people might talk. Let's go to the cameras real quick. Let me grab my Moto Z real quick. Let's just grab some stuff to put in here. Take a picture. So, let's go to that photo. Hey, Moto Z. This camera is good. Look at the detail and look at the detail and clarity on that. Because when you crop with a very high pixel count, you can really see some details. And this 20 megapixel camera really does well. Looking at the speaker grills, check that out. You can see every little crevice is there. So this is no doubt a fantastic camera. Let's look at the camera settings real quick. And I'll show you. As you can see here, it does 20 megapixels. Let me zoom a little bit if you can't see that. 20 megapixels, 15 megapixels, 12 megapixels, 9, 5, and 2. The 2 is even at 1080p or 60 frames per second. That is really, really good. Overall, this has manual mode too, and a lot of people may not use manual mode. I personally don't, man. I've gone on record and said it a million times. I don't use manual mode. I don't want to waste time trying to do it. I'm not a photographer. I'd rather just have the camera do it for me. And that's what this technology is about nowadays. You want to have the easiest ride as possible. And this camera does it for me. The front camera is really, really strong. It's an 8 megapixel. It's not as strong, honestly, it's not as strong as the Moto Z's camera, that 5 megapixel camera. But the clarity is there. It's just that some phones do certain things better than the others. But the rear camera is really sharp on here, really, really good. I think you'll really be impressed with it. But when you start to compare next to other phones, you just got to be honest with yourself about it. It's not going to beat out everything. You just need to be, I'm always fair with that. There's
Always going to be something about some kind of phone at one point or another is not going to be great. And there it is for that one. This phone does not have the, even though it has an 8 megapixel camera on the front, it's not the best. I think the Moto Z's front camera is better than this camera. So I said it. Taking a look down though, let's go down to something that people might be concerned about is battery. Battery life on here, I think I can get I can average 5.5 or so. That's about what I was doing. I was getting over 6 at one point. But you know, once you start to use it and you start to get really, really heavy in your usage, then you'll start to get lower battery times, obviously, because you're going to be banging down, you're going to be charging it more. But this phone has turbocharging because it has USB Type-C, and it's Quick Charge 3.0. So you can go to 83% in 30 minutes. That's from 0. And I've tried this. I was at like 15%, and then I was at 100 really, really fast. Now, it slows down once it gets to like in the 90s. All phones do it. The OnePlus 3 does it. Once it gets to a certain area in the charging, it starts to trickle charge. It starts to go really slow because you don't want to burn up the battery. But this phone is really, really good. And I don't know, I just think the overall experience of this device has been fantastic. Battery life is good, the screen is good, the cameras are good, the speakers are flawless. Now obviously the speakers don't match up against something like this. I did a video about that. You know, people just take things, they're too serious online. Oh, that's stupid that you did that. It's all in good fun, folks. Have fun with it. That's what you gotta do. Have fun. Now some people have been asking me about tempered glasses for this. I haven't actually been looking for a tempered glass for this because it has a curved screen, so I don't want to. It's just going to be raised off of it, so I don't want to mess with it at all. I might do a screen protector later on, but it's been good. Now performance on here. Let's see here. Here's the themes, and this is the classic theme right here. This is how it's probably going to come to you out the box. This is their overlay, their theme, and it's fast. It looks like stock, it's just, it's one of those things where, it's pretty good. It's got a different icon pack on there. Now, I obviously leave mine on the stock theme, like the Android stock theme, but nonetheless, man, I mean, I'm really pleased with this. Let's get into the wallpaper here. See here, I like this wallpaper right here because I think it matches the phone. It's gold, This phone comes in an ion gray and this like soft gold here. It's like beautiful hardware. I don't know, man. The experience on here has been great. I don't have any problems. Here's some things. Here's one thing that I think is kind of awkward. I don't know if it's like that on yours or not, but I was looking for the calculator one time, and it's in your tool section. But once I got into this, oh my God, there are so many cool things in here. Look, a ruler. There's a ruler in here. Is that not cool or what? And you got a protractor in here. Look at this. How many phones have this? Now I know you can probably get these applications, but can you get this one? The plumb line for depth? Can you get that? I doubt it. I don't know. You might be able to. You got a leveler. I mean, when they said tools, they really meant tools. Look at this. And it really works. So I can get it leveled. Almost. This can be a fun game right there. See how fast you can level it. A noise tester. And they would have a noise tester on here because it's so weird they have a noise tester on here. This phone has dual front firing speakers, so it's going to be really loud. But you can test other phones, the decimals, by using this phone because it can do it with the microphones. Isn't that sweet? And then you've got your compass and flashlight, and then the calculator. That's what I was looking for originally. Now, I don't know if your model is like this, but let me know. But that is super cool, man. Other than that, man, I mean, this is a beautiful device. I think it's a must-have device if you're out there looking for a phone. It's only $399. And I say only because it's packing, and this phone is also only $399. The OnePlus 3 is $399 as well. I'm not taking it out of my case, but the OnePlus 3 is $399. And let me tell you, both of these phones are guaranteed buy. Pick either one of these, but I say, and let me just answer this question while I've got this phone right here. People have asked me a number of times, which one of these is the better purchase? Here's my final answer. This is the better purchase. This has headphones in the box, dual firing speakers. It comes in the same colors, the gray and the gold, but just the fact that, and people say, oh, this has 6 gigs of RAM. After that, what does this phone do? Seriously. After that, what would make this phone better than this phone? They both perform well. I've got them both here. Now, that's not to say that this phone is horrible, because, you know, I'm using it right now as my daily driver. But I will say that this phone right here is a more complete package to me. I like it a lot better, simply because of the front firing speakers, and it's got a little bit bigger battery, and the camera is really, really good on here. Yeah, it's that good. The speakers are really great. The hardware on here also, I like it better than the OnePlus 3. And I'll do a comparison later. But I like the hardware on here better than the OnePlus 3. But I like the hardware on here better than the Axon. It's always somebody that can do it better. This phone is real curvy in the hand. Shout out to Night Tech Reviews. He actually picked up the Force. He didn't get this version, so he probably doesn't, you know, he doesn't know the difference in feel. But when you put this Moto mod on, it feels just like this phone. I kid you not. Its curvature is so beautiful. It's just fantastic. It's fantastic. But the Axon 7 is a beautifully crafted device. I would definitely recommend it. It's $399, and that Moto Z is $625 for the model I have, and $725 for the Force. You can find good deals online, but I definitely recommend this phone over the OnePlus 3, because, gosh, I don't know, man. I just think the beautiful stellar hardware, it's well worth it. $399. This is a killer package right here. ZTE got it right, I tell you that. So it's your man Jay Will. This is my full review. I'm gonna cut this off because I could go on and on raving out how great this phone is, but I won't do it. I'm gonna go have me an Oreo cookie and edit this video. Put it up for you to watch. Well, you're watching it right now. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for more. It's not going anywhere. I'll do more videos on the Axon 7. I gotta compare it in battle. Anyway, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.